Hi guys, this is Mark again with another rundown on one of our Gridiron Studios loadouts. This one this one's a cool one because we're taking several parts that we've done in the past, and by request we've had a lot of people call in and send us emails and texts about putting together a full Riot loadout. This is a chance now for us to have parts that we've done finally put together in that whole, so you could really put together a shockwave custom or just a task force, something that would be subduing the mobs like these guys would. So without further ado, let's get right to it. The equipment for this is, like I said, things that we've had in the past but had never really put them together in a Riot loadout. So this one, we have the rotating. Yeah, see if we can kind of see that, if I can get the light. We have the rotating cylinders on the tear gas launcher. Kind of an essential tool to keep the mobs at bay. And then for this set, it was kind of cool because we had finally done the MP series. So the old retro MP5 was such a kind of classic SWAT or, police force, weapon. So this has a really good place in this loadout. I mean, it just seems to really fit good with a shield and the helmet you'll see. But yeah, so the MP5 has removable mag, which I know we all like. We also put the band on this one. We're now putting these bands just in the back. So when you get these cards, though in the little plastic bag, the back will have a band in it. So you can we're trying to just get everybody bands no matter what. We get a lot of questions or as people asking. These rubber bands work perfect as a sling when they wrap around. So that's what's going on there. And we have classic Riot shield. This came out during the last year's Gridmas, I believe, or 25 days of Gridmas. But this is really a cool piece. I mean, there was some really neat design in here with the mesh. We did a pull out. See if I can get it. We did a plug handle. So the handle itself allows for repositioning. So you can see we have kind of this, and we can kind of change the position. So it offers a lot of versatility in how the figure actually holds the shield, whether he's holding it down at his waist or he's up at his face. But that's the shield in the our enemy blue color. And with the shield comes these two goodies. We got the old Billy stick, or the old club, police enforcement club. And with these, the cool part is this slides down in here and makes it a really nice, let's see if I can get the right light, makes a really nice holder. It's kind of its own little holster there. Boom, slides in, and I just rotate that handle to the inside. Sits in there real nice. Same thing, we have a combat knife. And this is our kind of traditional combat knife that's been in a lot of different sets. Good utility weapon. We thought it was cool that it just slipped right in there on the shield, and we were able to kind of put this all together where that's all one unit, which makes it nice. So I'll leave that kind of in there. You guys can take a look at that. So with that being kind of the weapon system, the big dog here is we have the Warhead, our Warhead series, which is a full head helmet combo. So this thing plugs right onto the existing ball and fits this figure perfect. Now, you guys that are familiar with customizing these GRIDIRON figures, the ball joint, the neck, all this stuff is different sizes on different figures. So we try to make the intended design of the piece that we really want to put out there to go on figures that would use it. Now, that doesn't mean you couldn't throw this on a bigger body. You can throw this on a lot of different bodies. It just might wobble a little bit. You can do some of the like poster tape. You can do some different things to get it to stick. But with this one, it's nice. If you take off the existing head just to pop off, if you're not familiar with that, there's a lot of videos on the internet about that. You heat up a little bit, it makes it real nice to pop off. with this, all we're going to do is snap on. You heard that little pop? We have a really nice fit on this head. So this being this is kind of our, I don't know, yeah, I mean, I'd like to say it's a shockwave sort of helmet. This has a kind of a SWAT feel to it. I don't know if that's just the blue kind of jumping out at me, but you know, for a shockwave custom, this would look really nice. But just as a cool task force for the enemy, perfect, right? It looks good on him just alone. We offer this head by itself, but in this get up and this rig, you're going to get this included. So let me show you another cool thing here as we set up the figure. Is this handle, the handle size of this fits perfect in this. It was kind of like I think this one was the flashlight. There was a couple of cool pouches, and they did an awesome job, man. Hasbro, Lenny, and those guys designing these did awesome on creating cool pouches that we could use, you know, and they were very usable for the gear that they provided. So, like always, man, we're a fan of Hasbro. We really like what they do. All we're trying to do is create these cool upgrades. And you know, for the collector that wants to have something a little more special or add a unique piece to the army, this is what we're for, and Gridiron's here for. So, cool part what we're finding is that. Let's see if I can get the right light on this. That little holster and that handle fit perfect. That handle goes right inside there. So if you pull that flashlight out, I think is what it was. It has this really cool effect of just holding that shield on his back. So if you want to have him in that kind of pose where the shield's just hanging out, strapped on the back, that provides that really nice, and it doesn't fall off. It's in there really good. I like it where if you're trying to have your troops kind of, you know, if you're creating a line that are setting up for, you know, confrontation, it looks kind of cool if they're carrying their gear this way. The other thing that's kind of nice is the MP5. So if you put that rubber band on, if you choose to put it on this one, because you can put it on either one, you can put it on the grenade or the tear gas launcher if you like. But what I like is having that strap in there with that little. Let me raise this light up a little bit. There we go. That strap, I kind of tuck it under that holster, and it makes it kind of nice. Makes the MP5 kind of lay nice and flat back there, which it looks good to me. The launcher, put it in there. Oh, these hands are a little. Once again, I'd kind of advise you to heat these hands. Don't kind of go at them like I do. We kind of got to get to things a little faster. But so that launcher, it's kind of cool if you have him kind of set up with it. Kind of a good look. Has that kind of SWAT feel to it. And then you can kind of see having the MP5 kind of hanging off offers a versatile look to it. So with the MP5, give you what that looks like. So that MP5 fits really nice in their hands. And man, I don't know what it is. It just, with that face mask and that MP5, I feel like, I mean, it has that total SWAT feel to me, which I love. I think there's a lot of guys out there that we kind of go back, man, 70s and 80s, man, there's some cool SWAT stuff. So with that on its back, looks cool. If I pull that out, I'm going to show you too how the handle works on here. So if we put that handle vertical like that, you can kind of bring it up to his head, kind of at a chest level. Makes it kind of cool. And this is what I was saying. If you keep a grip on that, kind of slide it out, you can reposition that handle you reposition that handle like sideways, it makes it really nice for a low, like a low position on the shield, like a stand, a little bit of a rest or at ease. And it get a little bend in the elbow, so you get that low position on the shield. Okay. Yeah, so if you have any questions on this set is coming out this week. By the time you see this, it'll probably be already out on our site at www.gridironprops.com. You can look in our, I think we'll have it in the loadout section. We'll also have it probably in the assault weapons section. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining us again, and we're going to have more of these coming. I want to make sure that you guys see what figures we're using and why, and the equipment, how it fits. So if you have any questions, just let us know. Thanks again. Talk to you guys soon.